Hello, here is another AYD League game where black won on time, so it's quite unfortunate for white, who was leading about 10 points towards the end. Anyway, let's see how this game developed. So we have cross Fuseki, things can get wild right on. Black attacks one of the corners, it doesn't matter which, it's fine either way. The low approach, it's absolutely okay. I mean, usually when you play the low approach, white would just Kosumi here or play a Keima. In fact, nowadays the Kosumi is more often seen than Keima, and black doesn't have to make the base right away. Black can attack the other corner too. So this way, black is speeding up the Fuseki. It can be the same thing if black approaches the bottom first and then attacks the top. But anyway, nothing wrong to play the high Kakari. So we have a basic Joseki here. Absolutely fine. Now, if black wants to speed up a little more, black can play the hanging connection, and when white extends to finish up the Joseki, black doesn't always have to end at c9. So right now, black can attack the lower side first, either p3 or p4. So this way, black is trying to spread the stones all over the board at a much faster pace. So black defends, we have the classic Joseki. Now white got the Shimari. Well, in this case, white can play f3. White can also think about the sun-sun invasion, but this will be played later on. And yeah, Shimari is good. Can be o3. Nothing to complain. It's a 50-50 game. Maybe white is slightly favorable because he's got the Komi. So in the beginning, it's always white who has a little edge when the position is very balanced. This is a classic way to extend in front of the Shimari. If black wants to be more aggressive here, black can consider the Tsuke, then extend, turn, and now go to the middle of the side. So this is an option to consider. Also, black can play a shoulder hit like o4, or simply defend the top right corner at r14, so it's in the direction of white extension. But when white extends r10, this feels ideal, so it makes total sense for black to remove the extension. This would be the old-fashioned way of playing in Fuseki. So now white obviously goes for an early sun-sun invasion. That's very modern. White can do the same in the top right corner. Also, it's big for white to approach o17 or f3. So far so good. Black blocks the left side because there's more potential there. Now Nobi. Black can also play f3, which leads to more complicated Josekis when white attaches under. But if white simply pushes and Hane, it's pretty much the same thing like going Nobi. And then either extend in the top to prevent the sun-sun invasion, or approach the Shimari again. Anyway, the Nobi is good. Usually this is the simple style. White extends with a Keima. White can also push, then Hane and block. So we're back to the same variation where black started at f3. Anyway, so far so good. Then black gets a big point in the top. Black can also extend r7. It's hard to say which is bigger. It's also big for black to play moves like g3 or steal the attach at r5, but nothing wrong with this o17. So white dives in right away with the submarine approach. For white, it's big to play a move like r8. If this happens, black might defend the corner at r15, so probably that's why white hurry to damage at s16. But if this happens, white can also have a pretty big Moya position on the bottom side. Anyway, s16 is playable. Black defends the corner. Now here black has options like r16 bump, or Kosumi r15, then a one space jump, or put more pressure with the Hane. So even if white leaves in the corner like this, black has a lot of outside thickness. Now with the bump, it's a little more pressure on white compared to the sun-sun block, because when white plays the sun-sun, when black protects the corner at r17, white can extend out at r13. Now black needs to make a base at r7, then white can push in the corner, turn, Hane again, and leave very comfortable in the top right. So with the bump, usually white will extend out to s15. If white goes in the corner, black is happy to block on the outside, then put a lot of pressure on the cornerstones. This is quite tough for white actually, because this group can even die now. So it's not a very happy sequence. Therefore, white will go out S15. Black blocks the corner, so black still keeps most of it, like when black blocks the Sansa. Then white clamps, black connects. This clamp is just a probe, and now white comes out at R12. Here it's still good for black to fix a base first, and then think about moves to attack the white formation. So it's good to keep in mind in the future, instead of R17, just bump R16. Then, if white comes out here, block the corner. If white goes in the corner, block white from the outside. So white extends. White should go R13 instead. This feels a little bit shy. So black puts pressure. Then white pushes in the corner to make some I shape. For white, there is a Tesuji here, which is Q15. And then when black plays away, like a two-space jump here to fix the base on the right side, white has the Hane, Atari, and this follow-up gives white a nice I shape. So white pushed in the corner, then black extends. Actually here black can put pressure with the Kosumi or attach or even cap. And then when white comes out, just around the group, then white needs to leave in the corner. And white will survive, but black gets a lot of potential on the outside, and now black can extend all the way to H17 in the top. So black extended K17, but this still leaves some agi around M17. Normally in the top it's safer to extend L17, but the problem for black is that R10 group looks a little bit over concentrated, and anyway an extension at R7 is quite urgent. So let's see how white defends the corner. Hane, Atari also, then plays away. That's a good decision because the top right corner is hard to be killed, so playing this R8 it's a large point. Here black could extend R7 earlier, and now it's too late for that. All of a sudden black is also thin, and this gives white a lot of potential on the right side. White actually built lots of points on the right towards the end. So black captures a stone, take right away. Actually here black should go down, because at the end the difference is when all the groups are settled and you play the last endgame moves, white can start a ko, and if white has ko threads, black will have to protect like this, so black can lose one more point. But if black goes down, at the end white will play here, black will capture the stone, and this will save a point for black. Well, black doesn't really need I shape, so taking the stone right away was a little bit hasty. Descent is better, slightly. So white goes out for I shape. Let's see here. If black plays the Nobi and white defends S16 or descends like this, black can push, then peep, and surround the corner. Well, white is alive already, but this is good for black to connect the stones on the outside. So capturing the stone in the corner takes away white's I shape, but on the way out, white is threatening these two weak stones on the right side. So now black should go out also. Either jump like this or play an attach under, then pull back, make a little base, and then go out. White might jump again. Another good move for black is actually, instead of Hane, black can consider Q13. This is the vital point to attack white formation. White needs to go out and black can jump along, because now black is threatening the cut at P15. So white needs to play something around here. Then black can still stress the base and white is on the run. So this way black can defend the group on the right side while attacking the top. Now in the top black is very strong, so playing this Hane it's more like a reflex move, and it actually helps white because when white covers, this is a nice tiger mount. If black goes Nobi, this will increase black's territory with a few extra points, but it leaves the two stones on the right side weaker. So now black starts to work on the right. Before connecting, white should play Atari. Now black has to defend and then connect. This gives black a bad shape. Therefore, it wasn't a great idea to play the Han at P15. So white connects, Black attaches here to go out. Yeah, actually this is a good idea to rescue the group on the right instead of worrying about one stone in the top. Anyway, it's difficult to kill that group. So Hanem, it's quite a natural move. Here black can pull back. This creates a cutting point at R7. If white connects, black can jump out in the middle. If white goes out, the cut doesn't work because white can capture right away. But black has this clamp and Atari. So black's base is quite fine, and now jump out. So when black goes up, white should bump first. This creates a cutting point, and there's also safer against the R7 cut. So now white can play here. If black cuts, white can capture the stones like this, or simply connect under and still stress the idea of Q9 and cut later on. So white pushed, and here black can bump. This will fix black's shape for ice. This is good. Atari, connect. White got a pretty nice shape. The cut is a little bit too much. Black should simply fix the right side. Either a jump like this, or a no-B, or a one space jump. This spot is quite annoying, where white can take the eyes away with the eye stealing Tesuji. So that's why black should consider a move like this. So black cuts, the ladder obviously doesn't work for white. If white starts the ladder, it will go all the way to e4. But white can simply turn. Now black has to capture the stone in the top, either with a no-B or like this. And now white can attack the group on the right side. So it's quite easy for white to go out while chasing the group on the right, which is also tiny. So this way white naturally builds the lower right corner and also escapes with the top right in group. This attack is strange because black will get ahead and now white has to come back. It's like playing p13, black extends, and now white has a free move, but instead of playing something more active, it just takes a neutral point at O13. So this is losing one move in the fight. Also, let's see, Atari. Yeah, simply go here. If black protects, for example, something like this, white captures a stone. Black can false the eye, but it's still easy for white to escape. Simply jump out. So, black got a pretty good point here. This move prevents the eye stealing Tesuji. So now white leaves, black also saves some eye shape. And in order to go out, it's good to use the one space jump. The reason for this is that you can get faster into the middle, and also this move prepares the nose Tesuji, so white can play this move later on. Kosumi, Hane, tak. Black should cut one time to see whether white defends like this or like this. Then play the Hane and then double Hane, because this creates a double Atari formation. So even if white plays Atari here, white has to go down. And later on, in order to keep the eye shape on the right side, black can block in Sente to capture, to force white capture that stone. But this can wait. Black can still push here, for example, threatening the Hane and double Atari. So white goes down and then Atari and catch the stones in the net. So it's very good to start with the cut first, then Hane and double Hane. If white doesn't pay attention and he plays moves like this, and Atari, for example, black is very happy to double Atari and catch these guys. This will damage a lot on the right side. So double Hane, no double Hane anymore because there is no cut, just push. This way white builds too much on the right side. Yeah, it's a nice idea to put pressure here at G3, but it's also important to go no-B, because the group on the right side is safer like this. The problem is white might play G3, and then black has to focus in building a large left side and expand towards the middle. Anyway, good move this G3, and normally white should react with a push and either turn or clamp, then connect under. This is safe for the corner. Well, this push is to put pressure on the right side and also secure the group. Normally, if this white group is surrounded, locally is dead. So black Hane. This cut is tricky, lots of cuts here. Interesting idea. Atari, it's fine. Then connect. It's actually better to connect like this, just solid. So when white plays here, connect. If white cuts, black has the Hane, and now this stone is captured in a net. So if white goes here, you just take. If Atari connect, when this, capture. So playing the double hanging connection still leaves Ag around 08. So if white cuts now, black can Atari here, then this, then this, then this, and this. But now, oh, actually now black can still leave. This move is center because of the cut at R7. So white protects. Then let's see. Yeah, we need another move. This one. It's alive. So, and the group in the center seems okay for black. Playing like this, white comes out. And all of a sudden, white gets some profit. Then white connect with a hanging connection if you lose the two stones rapidly after. Better connect like this, or even like this. Yeah, but actually this works. So when push, you're connected. When cut, just capture. So this was a pretty big minus for black to give up those two stones. Then another one. Nothing to do about that. And this jump, it's a little bit strange too. It doesn't really connect to M9. Well, black's idea is to surround this group on the right side and eventually kill it, but it should go with Keima, because Keima is connected to M9. Now when white comes out, black can push along. White of course will try the nose Tetsuji and then connect. But even if this happens, white makes two eyes on the right side, which is fine, but black got a lot of power in the center. So this feels actually pretty good for black to make the Moyo. But the stones are connected here. That's very important. Playing this move, obviously, white is not going to be too scared and just attach and go out between the groups. So here actually black missed a big opportunity to get ahead. White should just bamboo. Now it's tough for both groups. I mean, if black surrounds, white is in trouble on the right side. If black comes out here, white gets into the middle, so there will be no Moyo. Here black can Atari from behind, white will Atari too, black connects, we have the nose Tetsuji again, but white has to come back and keep the eye shape. So again, black is strong in the center, and now black can block this way. So here we go, big center for black, and I guess now black is back in the game. This way, oh, I just wanted to make sure the group is alive. The push here is still an option. Yeah, this way white leaves, but black surrounds in center. Quite a spectacular result for black here. Hane, that's a bit too early to still block here. White can just block it. But now white is desperate about, I mean, a little bit, he's panicking about black's Moy on the left side, so he just kept to get inside. On this move, white has the option to defend G18. Even if black pushes once, it's only a 1 point damage, but with G18, it's easier to break the center later on. So let's say black covers here, then white comes inside like this, or jumps in the top for a good endgame. It's good to consider that G18 move from time to time. In general, E17 is the right or the proper move because it leaves no cotrets, but G18 has some good follow-up. So we have the attach here. White can actually leave right away. But yeah, white wants to damage the left side. White is still okay. Here black can resist a little bit with a Hane and Atari. Then go down and fight. Also Hane under, it's a move to consider, but white will cross cut and play some Ataris from the outside in order to create a Sabaki. Yeah, this pullback is also an option because when white pulls back too, black takes away the extension, so the group is still running and it's quite heavy. Therefore, white jumps to make it more flexible or light. So let's see how black continues this attack. Actually, black can play a peep, and after white connects, black can also attach or clamp in order to take away the eye space. So white is on the run with everything. This move doesn't affect white so much. It still gives white some space to go out. So white is looking for some eye shape that way. And now it still works to play the clamp, then go up. This way, white is very heavy and he doesn't have any eye shape at all. So the group is running out into the middle where black is strong and everything may die. This is another missed opportunity by black. This move works too, but when black goes out, g9 doesn't threaten much. I mean, if g9 is at f9, let's go back a few moves. Let's say, oops, we have f9, then we have this move, then the same kind of follow up and go up. Now this is threatening the cut at d9, which means if white connects, it's painful. If white plays here, black can push through to damage the eye. If white defends the other way, black can push from the left side to break the eye. So either way, white is in trouble. So remember the peep to break the eye next time. So let's see how white survive. Instead of this move, black can defend at b13. The reason is, even if white pushes here and then plays some other moves to escape in the center, black has a nice follow-up with Hane and all the way to the first line, and this gives black more eye space on the left side and reduces the corner in center. But playing the connection, which is also quite normal, but it doesn't have to be a reflex move. When black Hane, white blocks, black needs to connect. But with the second line move, black can continue. Here, black can also play f3. When white cuts, black captures a stone here. If white plays this one, black has the Tesuji, so there is no cut because of the self-atari. I mean, when black plays a move like f3, this also captures f2, so when white comes out, black will take. But when you play a move like this, white can still crawl and escape, or just approach threatening to escape. So white is still busy to fix the center. Oh, it's good to capture the two stones on the left side. There are lots of points and the group in the middle is still on the run. Okay, white is going out. Black makes a few extra points in the middle. Yeah, this was good. And so is j3. But if black plays something around k3... Oh, actually this is pretty large too. It reduces a lot the lower side. Hard to say which is bigger. We should count. So now we're down to the endgame stage. Here white can also play like this and capture the stone. Oops. It creates a better follow-up. When black pulls back, this feels good for black. It was like a thank you move. So white is trying to catch a few more stones. Difficult to build points with this kind of move. White can attach here, then this one, then Hane, then jump in the center. So in the end, even if black answers all the moves, it's gonna be like 3 points extra. So it's not worth it. It's a little better to play to connect somehow. Otherwise, white will just capture 2 more stones in center, which he did. Here, black should connect solid. Because at the end, when Hane, you still need a move inside. But if you play the move inside right now, and then white extends, black jumps, and those 2 stones die inside anyway, and on the Hane you can block, and you save a point in the top. Every point matters in a close game, but in general. Oh, that's dangerous. Lots of Ataris here. It seems black can lose some stones. Yeah, it happened. So just Atari, and give up this guy. It's just 1 stone, not 3. But the problem is black still needs to come back. So there was too much agi here. Good cut by white. Yeah, you need to answer like this. Answer all these Ataris. When Atari from behind, push again. And then how are the liberties? Yeah, play another move. So this was ouch. And this is actually where white established the superiority in the game. Well, here white can play this move and connect under. Black can throw in, then block here, cut once, Atari, capture. And that's pretty much it. But okay, the sequence is gote. Playing like this, white can keep center. Now it works to play the hanging connection. This Atari is not a problem. If white pushes here, black blocks and makes an extra point. Sneaky. But the group is not going to live inside. It's not even necessary to go down. Let's say black plays Hane and connects. If white captures a stone, black Hane. If white goes down, black goes down. So the group dies inside anyway. It's only one eye. In the end, black needs to play inside to capture the group. So that's why it's good for black to have the Hane and connect on the outside, because if black makes eyes on the outside, he's not going to play inside. So now Hane here in center. White could also block this way. Yeah, that's very big. So white is not allowing black to make 2 eyes yet. Now black got the 2 eyes. Which means white should push Hane and Atari. Now black captures a stone, white plays a cut red, takes back the stone, black needs to connect, and now it's going to be a semi-eye. So this one, capture, black goes down, white plays here, black approaches, white cuts, and now black relies on the call to win the Semidori and remove the dead stones inside. This way black goes down and now the stones are dead without any hope to escape. That's a pity. Let's go back here. Black can play in center, Han and connect, and then capture this stone. Because if white plays in the middle to capture 2 stones, like this or like this, black will cut. Then Atari and capture this guy. So the damage is quite large on the right side. Therefore black had time to play the Han in center for 2 more points and then protect the middle. Now white immediately took t9 in order to prevent the t8 center. And that's pretty much it. Phew. Well, white pushes in the middle and so on, then white wins the game by few. This lower right corner just got too big. So you had to pay attention in the beginning to play from the weak stones instead of playing from the strong stones. And then the opportunity in the center to lock white in a much better way and grab a huge moyo and turn it into territory was a big chance to get ahead. Enjoy the review and better luck next time.